Hello everyone, how's everybody feeling today? Well, today is absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Anyway, I was just sitting here working in my kitchen and I was baking on some bread, and I kept hearing this message. And there's some things going on around the house and things like that, and I heard this message. Be ready, that grid is coming down. That grid, that feeling of safety, that feeling of Big Brother's got your back, that's all coming down. We're starting to see the reality of what really is, and that, in reality, has Big Brother had your back? Granted, we've all gotten checks here lately and things like that. We're so thankful for that to come in. Yeah, that's wonderful. But really, do they have your back? Are the people that you are spending time with, do they have your back? Do you have theirs? Is there a balance to all of your relationships, or has everything become very one-sided? That could be your side, or feeling like you're giving too much, which is also, again, your side. Life is all about balance, loved ones. It really is. It's all about balance. It's about seeing that beauty within each and every other person. And when we have that connectedness with each and every other person, then we really don't need that grid, so to say, to survive. You see, life, and I heard another message this morning that it's compassionate. It's love through compassion. That is actually the answer. It's compassion to yourselves and compassion for others. It's a very clear give and take. Not all the taking or all the giving. It's a balance between the two. And when you define that balance between those two things, you're also balancing other things in your life. You're finding out who you are. So if you're going through moments and you're trying to run out the door and everything's pulling you back, and it's like, you forgot your keys, you forgot your paper, you forgot your books, you forgot your pens, you forgot your computer, oh my God, you forgot your hat, you forget your head if it wasn't attached. So we're starting to realize that, those things that are slowing us down are slowing us down for a reason. And there's something for us to take knowledge of in the slowing down of it. I did a video a couple of days ago on slowing it down. That was the energy, that full moon coming in. Let's not rush it so fast. Let's slow down, identify. It's not just identify with those things outside of you and the people outside of you and the plants and the trees and the birds. Yes, we're all connected to all of this, but it's now time to identify with whom you are. A lot of us walk around, we're this, we're that, we're this, we're that. But you are all things. You are not secular. There is nothing that is driven in stone as to who you are, except for the blood running through your body, and that would be your physical connection. That is hereditary. So we're understanding that we are connected to all things. We are a part of all things. And we have the openness to accept others in their allness. We're not asking them to step away from whom they are or whom they believe they are. It's an individual flow. We're each given that opportunity to express ourselves, not be hindered by another person's belief. Now, we started this out in speaking of this beautiful grid. Some say beauty, some say not. It depends on which you're looking at. Me and my grid exists of trees. So my grid to me would be beautiful. Trees, animals. I'm receiving unconditional love from that outside of me, which is Mother Nature, which is God, which is source energy, which is love. Now, it's not only just about that, but this releasing of this grid that we're being held under is also about understanding our loving connection to other people and the openness in which we engage with other people. If your best friend calls you on the phone and says, oh my God, I've had this crappy, shitty day, you wouldn't believe what so-and-so, and if you play into that, granted, that's our humanness, if we pull into that, we're stepping in out of alignment, technically, if you really think about it, because in conversing about someone else that's not there, has no way of defending themselves, has no way of agreeing or disagreeing, and you're voicing your opinions about these people. So we have to really look at that also. We're not here to judge another soul. We're not here to pull them along the path and say, come on, listen to what I got to say. We're not here for that either. We're here to share little bits of things within our personal experiences, within our thoughts, and just sharing them openly in a loving manner. Not that someone would jump onto your way of thought and say, hey, I'm going to run with this. If they do, great. If they develop that into their own personal thoughts. I write poetry. And I remember speaking to a lady just recently, and she says, oh, I can't use your words. Oh, of course you can. And if you need to change that, you go right ahead and you change that to make it personal for you. Because nothing is owned, loved ones. We are free. We just have to see that. And we have to honor our personal integrity and stand in our authentic power and be able to speak words without fear. Without fear that someone's going to stop our words. Without fear that somebody might have something to say that we don't like. So what? If they don't like it, not a problem. My mother used to say, hey, if you don't like me, look the other way. And that's fine. It's not an attitude of arrogance. It's that I'm stepping into my personal alignment and I'm sharing my alignment. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. No big deal. It doesn't hurt my feelings whatsoever. This is an open forum so you can come in and speak. Share wisdom, sharing enlightenment, sharing a bit of yourself. Being authentically real. Letting emotion really come out. Not hiding. We are free. Freedom of speech is one of our First Amendment, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, so not that I usually relate to those things, but there are some of our rights that are going to be infringed upon and have been. This isn't going to stop right away. We can stand up and yell and scream and stomp our feet. We can do that. Yeah, we can do that. Or we can simply just guide the energy from within and say, you know, that's not me and I'm not going to vibrate with that. And simply by doing that, you don't need a protest. You don't need to stand up. Yeah, you can. It's wonderful when people do. And they have that ability to do so. But you don't have to. You stand in your authentic power within yourself. All of these things will pass. Grandma Hudson used to say this too, shall pass. And they all do. They all do. It's all in the energy of how you allow things in your life to either cause you to erupt and to run, or to stand in your power and say, you know, I'm going to be me. I'm just going to stand here and I'm going to be me. And if I cry, I cry. If I laugh, I laugh. If I fight, I fight. If I yell, I yell. If I love, I love. If I embrace, I embrace. If I don't, I don't. And knowing that it's all okay. Become the pillars of the grid. Stand in your sovereignty. And this is not the grid designed by man. We're all connected, loved ones. All connected. Always. And in continual service. I love you all so very much. Love you so very much. Anchoring love through compassionate action. This has been Ivy. Namaste.